Semiconductor devices. Vrinda, what are conductors?
Conductors are those that they pass electricity.
Correct. Which can conduct the
Yeah.
electricity. They contain free electrons in the outermost orbit. Correct.
Yeah.
So what should be semiconductor?
They partially conduct.
That means sometimes they will conduct, sometimes they will not conduct.
Yeah.
So at higher temperature they conduct, lower temperature they don't conduct. Now why it is so? Insulator, they never conduct. Correct, no?
Ah, sir.
Insulator will not conduct, conductor will conduct. Semiconductor has conductivity between conductor and insulator. At higher temperature they behave as conductor, lower temperature they behave as insulator. So we are doing chapter number 16, semiconductor device. 16th. Semiconductor devices. This is actually continued from 11th standard. I will just explain you a few basic things before we start with 12th standard topic, which is called rectifier. As you see, name suggests semi means half. So half conductor is called semiconductor. Don't write, huh? So what is semiconductor? First I am explaining you that. Then what is N-type, P-type semiconductor? What is meaning of forward biased, reverse biased? Then we'll start with 12th standard topic, which is rectifier, semiconductor. Those substances which has 4 valence electrons in the outer most orbit, forming 4 valence covalent bond with neighboring atoms are called as semiconductors. At higher temperature they will behave as conductor because that bonding will break, and lower temperature they behave as insulator. Higher temperature conductor and lower temperature insulator. At absolute zero temperature they behave as perfect insulator. So sometimes they can ask, what is nature of semiconductor at absolute zero? Perfect insulator. They contain equal number of positive holes and negative electrons. Now what does it mean? Due to thermal agitation, covalent bonds break, so it will release electron. Removal of electron means leaving positive charge, so we get one negative electron when positive hole when it breaks. So suppose there are equal there are 10 bonds breaking, then we'll have, see, 1 2 from one bond electrons, 1 2 from second bond electron. So it will have, suppose, 4 electron, then 4 positive holes. Here conductivity is due to both negative electron and positive hole. Got the meaning? Understood this much?
Yes, sir.
They are called as intrinsic semiconductor or pure semiconductor. Clear? This is from 11th. Huh?
Yeah, sir.
Have you heard about word doping, doping test? Mostly all the sports person, they have to give one test called doping test or dope test. Why they are tested? To check whether they have taken some
Illegal drugs.
prohibited drugs or not. So that means they have impure themselves by taking those drugs externally. So here in case of semiconductor, the process of adding impurity to pure semiconductor, process of adding impurity to pure semiconductor is called as doping. The impure semiconductor is also called as extrinsic semiconductor. There are two types of extrinsic semiconductor, N type and P type. Clear this much also?
Yes, sir.
When 12 start, then I will make you, right? This is for your understanding. So when I say extrinsic, you should know impure. Intrinsic, it is nothing but pure. How many types of extrinsic? Two. N type, P type. Now I'm explaining what are N type, P type. N type semiconductor. In pure germanium crystals. Germanium is a semiconductor. So in pure germanium crystals, germanium atoms forms 4 valence covalent bond with neighboring germanium atoms. Hence they behave as perfect insulator. That means if these are germanium crystals, they are forming 4 valence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are electrons. One covalent bond, second covalent bond, third covalent bond. Here it will form fourth covalent bond. So each atom forms 4 covalent bond with a neighboring germanium atom. Hence they behave as perfect insulator. But when such a substance are doped with impurity from 5th group of periodic table, such as gallium, arsenic, such as antimony, arsenic, phosphorus, containing 5 electrons in outermost orbit, then 4 electron will form valence covalent bond, leaving behind 1 electron for conductivity. 1 electron for conductivity. Now see how it will look. Germanium crystals, germanium, we have doped with antimony. Antimony contains 5 electron in outermost orbit. So this 4 will share the electron with the neighboring germanium atom. 4 will share electron with neighboring germanium atom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaving behind 1 excess electron for conductivity. Leaving behind 1 excess electron for conductivity. This is excess electron for conductivity. 1 excess electron for conductivity. See. So when electric field is applied, that means battery, across such a substance. This is that substance. Then electron, which is free, will move towards positive terminal of the battery. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That means opposite to electric field,
Yes.
and flow of electron is called current.
Yes, sir.
Thus gives rise to current due to negative electron. Hence it is called as N-type semiconductor. Due to thermal agitation, some covalent bond breaks. Hence it will have majority carrier. Majority carrier means majority electron which carries currents. Majority carrier as electron and minority carrier as positive holes. Clear this much also? What is N-type
Yes, sir.
semiconductor? Conductivity is due to negative electron. They have got majority carrier, negative electron, minority positive hole. They are doped with impurity from fifth group such as antimony, arsenic and phosphorus. Now P-type. P-type semiconductor. Chapter is very simple. Class के अंदर ही बाहर हो जाएगा. Once I start with 12th standard topic. अभी तक मैं 11th पढ़ा रहा हूँ. P-type semiconductor. Again in pure germanium crystals, germanium atoms forms 4 valence covalent bond with the neighboring germanium atom. Hence it behaves as perfect insulator. When such a substance are doped with impurity from third group of periodic table such as aluminium, gallium, boron, which has 3 electron in outermost orbit, then 3 electron forms valence covalent bond, leaving 1 bond with deficiency of electron. This deficiency of electron is called as positive charge or positive hole. They are always present in valence band, it is called. They are not outside, they are always in that bonding. When electric field is applied, then electron from neighboring covalent bond jumps in the hole, creating hole in that bond. Thus hole will move in the direction of field from positive to negative and give rise to the current. As conductivity is due to positive hole, it is called as P-type semiconductor. Due to thermal agitation, some covalent bond breaks. Therefore, they have got majority carrier as positive hole and minority carrier as negative electrons. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is meaning of PN junction? PN junction. When P-type semiconductor is joined with N-type semiconductor, then boundary between them is called as PN junction. In unbiased state, unbiased means not connected to battery externally. In unbiased state, due to high concentration of charges near the junction, the positive hole diffuses with negative electron. P side losing positive hole becomes negatively charged. N side losing negative electron becomes positively charged. Thus, a layer is obtained which is diploid of charges called as depletion layer, and potential is developed near the junction called as barrier potential. For germanium, it is 0.3 volt. For silicon, 0.7 volt. So in only P, only N are electrically neutral. But in PN junction, P is negative, N is positive. Symbolically, it is represented as shown. Sir, मैडम थोड़ा ये shoulder जैसा one. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Just 5 minutes break. Huh? Just one. This is actually from the last almost 6 minutes. Earlier it was only this. Now it has shifted up to this because of that.
एक्सरसाइज जाते हैं स्कूलों में ना कई कभी
These are all the exercises on the exercises.
राइट
You push forward, then pendulum, square,
क्या क्या करा दूँ बता
then
पुली you do
pulley also.
yeah you can install your pulley over here and keep doing whenever you
That is better exercise.
yeah because otherwise you won't get time to do now if you install somewhere where you can sit and
Then that should be done how many times? Thrice a day.
yeah
All
at
these
least
exercises should be done
actually fully now 20 minutes together if you do
Okay.
that will cause strengthening also and range of motion will also increase.
But only exercise we have to do, or
Yeah.
IFT and all we have to do.
If pain is there, then I am giving it.
I do. They do diathermy and plus I think IFT only.
I have your 10.
That's it.
Shoulder mobilize with that.
Yeah.
Means they do this.
They
traction
full
and
and all.
all.
No, traction is not done.
Only traction.
This way they pull.
Pull and all.
This way each exercise. Actually, this is good. Beyond this, it will be slight tempo. This way fine. This way is fine. No, here it is not.
थोड़ा scapular shoulder भी restrict हो गया. Actually, you have to mobilize your shoulder. Lie down.
There will be, by lying down, it will some exercise like this.
Yeah, exercise are okay,
Okay.
but with that shoulder mobilization, you have to.
When you're coming up, take some time.
Behind server. Yeah.
Dr. Sejwal, both the daughters are my students.
Doctor.
Nilin Sejwal. नहीं नहीं हाँ. No, he is a general. ये BP Cross Road पे. मुझे लगा वहाँ पर. Tomorrow then 6 o'clock. अच्छा, at Raj also you go.
Raj
के मुखी जो बेटी है ना उनकी, she was also my student. Long back, 15-20 years.
और दोनों की
नहीं पूनम नहीं है, दूसरी वाली क्या नाम है, विद्या मुखी. नहीं सर, प्रॉब्लम नहीं कर सकते. नहीं बराबर जाएगा. हेलो, यस बेटा, हेलो हाँ. PN junction we were discussing. In unbiased state, what is meaning of unbiased? When you have not connected any battery, then P becomes negatively charged, N becomes positively charged. This is very important concept you have to remember. So there is a layer developed which is having barrier potential and no charge, which is called depletion layer. Okay. Symbolically, it is represented like this. Now, this line indicates negative And this I have shown direction of current from positive to negative. From positive to negative current flows, that is called PN. Any doubt till this symbolic notation and that block?
So repeat it once.
Okay. Which one you want? What is unbiased PN junction?
The right diagram.
This diagram? This one?
Yes, sir.
See, what I have drawn, this is like arrow, no?
Yes, sir.
So it is direction of current. Current is always from where to where?
Positive, negative.
Always positive to negative. So ये P side, ये N side, इधर ऐसा एक line बना है बस, ये symbolic notation.
Okay, sir.
Now what is forward biased? What is reverse biased? Forward biased PN junction. Reverse biased PN junction. Now name suggests the forward. So it should be forwarding the current. How it works, see. When P side of semiconductor is connected to positive terminal and N side is connected to negative terminal of battery, then the PN junction is said to be as forward biased PN junction. So during forward bias, positive terminal supplies positive volt to P side and makes it electrically neutral. So earlier it was positive, negative, plus plus, suppose minus 10 it was. We get plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 from positive side. Finally it will become 0. So this will vanish. Negative terminal supplies negative electron. So this was with positive, suppose plus 10, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, finally it becomes 0. So stage is reached when depletion layer vanishes, charges cross the junction and current flows from positive to negative. This is called forward biased PN junction. So in forward biased, current flows and resistance is ideally 0. During reverse biased, P side is connected to negative terminal and N side is connected to positive terminal of the battery. Negative terminal of battery drifts out the positive volt. Drift makes the barrier potential increased and depletion layer widens. Positive will drift negative electron. Therefore, it will not conduct the current. So during forward bias, it conducts the current. Reverse bias, it does not conduct the current. So it is behaving like switch. When forward, then on. When reverse, then off. This much is 11th standard topic which we have to utilize in 12th standard. Okay, this much clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Now write heading rectifier. Very important. I feel this year they will ask you diagram on rectifier. First heading, right? Rectifier. A device which converts alternating current or alternating voltage. A device which converts alternating current or alternating voltage into direct current or direct voltage. The device is called as rectifier. That means it is converting AC to DC. It's called as rectifier. There are two types of rectifier. First, half wave rectifier. What is half wave rectifier? It's circuit diagram working I'm explaining. Half wave rectifier, HWR also sometimes it is called. Second, full wave rectifier. Right, this is a device which converts alternating current or alternating voltage into direct current or direct voltage is called as rectifier. There are two types of rectifier: half wave rectifier, HWR, full wave rectifier, FWR. Written?
Yes, sir.
What is transformer? Does it converts AC to DC or DC to AC or AC to AC only? Yeah. What is transformer I did in EMI? Does it convert AC to DC or DC to AC or AC to AC only?
AC to DC and DC to AC both, I think.
No.
AC to DC then.
No. AC to AC only, but of desired value. That means if you send alternating current of larger, it may decrease it. This is called transformer. So when output voltage is less than input, then it is called step down transformer. So AC to DC is rectifier, DC to AC is called oscillator, and AC to AC is actually transformer. So half wave rectifier. They can ask you draw neat level circuit diagram of half wave rectifier. Only diagram comes 2 mark. Explain its working, then it can be 3 to 4 marks. Half wave rectifier. Process of converting AC to DC is called rectification. So half wave rectifier मतलब खाली half wave का output देगा. Correct no?
Yes, sir.
Suppose this is input. This is input. I get only output for positive half cycle. Then it is half wave rectifier. Or I get output only for negative. Then also it is called half wave rectifier. Clear? Full wave means it gives output for both. Half wave means it will give output for either only positive or only negative. Now let
Yes.
me. Now we'll see circuit diagram first, then working. Half wave rectifier. The alternating signal, that means AC, which is to be rectified, is connected to the primary terminals P1, P2 of step down transformer. Alternating source, which is to be rectified, is connected to primary terminals P1, P2 of step down transformer. Step down because voltage is very high of source 220, but we require for working of junction diode only 0.3, 0.7 se zyada. So it is reduced by step down transformer. Secondary terminal S1 is connected to P side of junction diode D. Negative terminal is connected to N side is connected to secondary terminal S2 through load resistance RL, across which output is obtained. The alternating source, which is to be rectified, is connected across primary terminal P1, P2 of step down transformer. Secondary terminal S1 is connected to P side. S2 is connected to N side through load resistance RL, across which output is obtained. Just draw this much diagram. See, current will flow from positive to negative. So current will always go from A to B here. इधर से एंटर हुआ प्लस, इधर जाएगा माइनस. दिस इज करंट आई. ड्रॉ डायग्राम.
Done, sir.
Now write down below this. The alternating source, alternating source, which is to be rectified, is connected across primary terminals P1, P2 of step down transformer, primary terminal P1, P2 of step down transformer. Next paragraph. You have copied full till this?
Yes, sir.
The secondary terminal S1 is connected to P side of junction diode D, and N side is connected to terminal S2 through load resistance RL, across which output is obtained. Across which output is obtained. This completes our construction. Now I am writing working. When S1 is positive with respect to S2, then junction diode D becomes forward biased and conducts current through load resistance RL from A to B. Okay, done to this? Yeah, can I clear this?
1 second, sir.
Okay.
Done writing, sir.
See, meaning of this was that secondary terminal. This is alternating source coming. When this is crushed here, this will be trough. When this is trough, this will be crushed. So I said when S1 is positive, then this is connected to P and this gets connected to N. So it becomes forward biased and conducts current from positive to negative through load resistance from A to B. Okay. This was that meaning. When S1 is negative with respect to S2, then junction diode D becomes reverse biased and do not conducts. Thus, it is seen that current flows through load resistance RL only, load resistance RL only for positive half cycle of input. Thus, half wave rectification is obtained. Thus, half wave rectification is obtained. Yes, done full.
Done, sir.
Right, the input output waveforms.
1 second, sir. I was not done. Done, sir.
The input and output waveforms are as shown below. Then draw this graph to represent input output waveform. This is input across primary, your output across load resistance. Draw this diagram.
Done, sir.
Please study this because it is theoretical chapter. The wordings are so easy I have given. Don't see the textbook. Read this only and study perfectly. So we'll meet again Wednesday.
Okay, sir.
And
Okay, sir.
by Wednesday, Friday, this will get over. So next lecture on
Okay.
Wednesday.